Would that be cool? You make me so confused. The beautiful ones we always seem to baby. What's good with you? Life is good. What's it gonna be, baby? It's 23. That shit jumped from 1 to 23 like in a second. Like, what is that? I want you. Good afternoon. Thank you for the 1 thumbs up. Do you want me? What are you sorry for? I'll be sorry for anything. At least here. Thank you for the 2nd thumbs up. I may not know where I'm going, but greetings, Christopher. Checking in all the way from Vegas. Much love. Same to you. I'm doing well. How are you today? One thing's for certain, babe. I know what I want, hey. And if it please you, baby, on my knees, I want you. Yeah, I want you. Baby, I want you. Yes, I do. I don't know if I'm a singer, but I can sing. Like technically. I love Prince, so it's going to be a Prince day. From Turkey. Hello. Let's see what else we got. I'm begging down on my knees. I want you. Okay. This is an oldie but a goodie. Long version. Let me if I can find it. Here it is. Is that the long version? Extended version, yes. From Turkey. It's a Prince Day. I don't know what it was. The last week, for a few weeks, I was like Michael Jackson crazy. Yeah. The old Prince Day.
If you will, a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this? If you can, a courtyard, oceans of violets and bloom. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. Just deep standing, knowing the world is so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at
I think you're
each
saying
other?
goodbye that you're sleeping.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Touch if you will my stomach. Feel how it trembles inside. You got the butterflies all tied up. Don't make me chase you.
Bye. Bahar. Hi, thank you for joining.
Alone in a world that's so cold.
cold.
Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? World is so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my mother. Maybe I'm just like
Maybe you're just like my mother. Never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. When doves cry.
doves cry.
Jeopardy. Prince, just a bad motherfucker. I used to hit Prince. This was like when I was I think I was in the 8th grade when Purple Rain was out. Not 7th. I'm pretty sure it was the 8th grade when Purple Rain came out. He was my favorite artist back then. He was like I had a lot of favorites, but he was my top favorite. Him, and I really loved Billy Idol. I used to walk around with a picture of Prince and Billy Idol in my purse. I think what was I, like 13 or some shit, 12. I love Prince, boy. And people knew that I loved Prince so much that they would call me Darling Nikki. And I was thinking, like I said, I was about 12 or 13, some shit like that. Darling, because my name is spelled Nikki. See, back then, I can't really be on here too long, but 1970s. So Nikki was. Let me find. Oh, I know which one to play. I know which one. This is my chance. Pretty much anything by, old Prince, like I said. Extended remaster. Okay, play this one. Hey. Boom. Come on now. And it's so funny because back then, like Prince would scream like in almost every song. And my brother, he used to laugh at that, And one of our babysitters, she was oh my gosh, she loved Prince. And she got mad at him one time for laughing at Prince for screaming. Like, well, he do always scream this song. I mean, we was kids, But honey, I'm rich in personality. Hey. What it's all about. Before the night is through, you gon' see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, oh baby, I'm a. Ooh, you might not know it now, baby, you'll find out I'm a. Ooh, I don't wanna stop till I reach the top. Hey, take a listen. Tell me, do you like what you hear? Don't turn you on. Ain't nothing wrong with your ear. Hey, check it all out. Just might be too late. I'm chasing night. It's got me better life. Like baby, I ain't got time to wait. Oh baby, I'm a. Oh, you might not know it now, baby. I'm a. Oh, I don't want to stop till I reach the top. Baby, I'm the star. Nothing comes too easy. Nothing comes too hard. See what I'm all about? Baby, baby. You might not know it now. I'm a. I don't want to stop till I reach the top. Baby, 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 I'm on. Baby, 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 I'm a star. So I'm just gonna let that play out so I can do this video and move on with the rest of my day. I wish I had a little bit more time, but I don't. Got a meeting. that I must attend. I have to be in attendance at 4 p.m. Okay. So any motherfucking way. So, sometimes, I can't remember everything else I'm about Prince, but moving on. Sometimes, during this journey, you know, motherfuckers are fucking insufferable. Okay? But it be being what it be being. What else is a motherfucker going to do? I listen to the video, cut the cords and blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay. Well, see, people just keep on doing their shit. But you can always learn, from each situation. Like I said, my dad used to say to me, hold on, let me get a meditation music going. My dad used to say to me, ask yourself, what am I to learn from this, So I'll put on the a cleansing space thing. Maybe I'll play this one. Okay. What am I to learn from this? And I find that sometimes, like when, the energies that possess people that do their witchy poo, on you constantly. It's just, like I said, it's insufferable. It's just like, okay. But, we learn and we see that we can't control what people do. You know what I mean? But like you said, ask yourself, what am I to learn from this situation? And inevitably, I find that I've learned something, from the situation. Not just so much about these people's personal lives, because they're constantly in my energy and I'm picking up on it. Not so much that too, but like whatever, because even though they're motherfuckers or they're dealing with motherfucking energy or whatever the fuck is going on, it's some things that you can find out about people because they're constantly in energy, whether they're doing their candle magic, their dream infiltration, astral projection, things of that nature. It's kind of sad, sometimes, especially when you have wrong people, but they are after you for whatever reason. Like I was told the one time, they want your soul, you know what I'm saying? And all of that kind of thing. And you pick up on their life situations. It's sad. Now I'm not saying for you to cry and feel sorry for nobody and reach out to them. Hell, mother, no, I'm not going to. Well, in a way I'm about to. In a way, okay. But I'm not saying that. Not what I mean. I ain't about to feel sorry for the bitch. You understand what I'm saying? But just follow along if you're watching. Excuse me. These energies, it's kind of like when Jesus was walking through the crowd of folk wherever he was, Jesus, Yeshua. Okay, I know his name wasn't Jesus, wasn't no J. I know that. But some people are still in that mindset. Listen to the story. And the woman who had the issue of blood, probably hemorrhaging, touched the hem of his garment, and he felt the energy, go out of him, and healed her. And he turned around and said, who touched me, or who touched my garment? However it goes, he felt it. And but in one respect, don't get me wrong, hear what I'm going to say. It's like, he didn't complain. You bitch, you crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're not saying, though, the woman was doing anything to hurt him or harm him. She wanted to be healed, and she believed in his healing power. He was going throughout the land healing people, Some people who are being harassed and stalked and all of this type of thing, you have you're a healer. Like I said at the beginning of my readings, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kenyatta, the healer. I am Kenyatta, the ArtKitech. And I have healed people. I've definitely healed myself, but I have. Okay? And that was prophesied on me years ago, long before I got on this motherfucker. Probably long before YouTube even existed. Okay? And sometimes you heal people and you don't, my thought of it at the time was only laying my hands on a person, like I had seen in church, laying on hands and healing service. Like they talk about it, you know, in a Pentecostal church or like Reiki, that type of thing. No. If you have that healing energy, you may be healing people all around you at all the time, and you don't even know it. Especially people that are close to you. Like she touched, not even she didn't touch him. She touched the hem of his garment. She touched his clothes, but yet he felt the power go out of him. So sometimes you can be, as a healer, you can be around people who are in need of healing, you know, and you may be healing them by not necessarily, okay, let's have this service, I'm putting my hands on you and, you know, praise the Lord and all of that type of thing. No, just by simply by your energy, you know. You know, like people say, the chosen ones or whatever. I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to that, okay? I said I don't know. That's something I've been thinking about lately. Because I know where that whole line of thinking comes from. And it's not just some arbitrary worldwide thing that everybody thinks like that. It's not, you know, that chosen one stuff, okay? But nevertheless, but there are, we obviously know that there are people out here who, you know, there's shamans, healers, you know, the shamans, they get multiple things, okay? You know, priestly energies, angelic energies, you know, be careful, you may entertain an angel unaware, you know. So you can have that healing energy. And see, sometimes even those people around you who are in need of healing, they may not even realize that on a conscious level. Subconsciously, maybe spiritually so, they probably do, okay? But sometimes people aren't in touch with themselves to that degree, you know? So you can be healing people at your job, through conversation, just through your energy, your presence. And like they say, you know, your light irritates their demons. Well, yeah, you know, because even though if they may not be aware that they are in need of it, okay, but that energy that's in them, that's feeding off of them, that negative energy that needs to be, you know, you need to be delivered from, okay, them links and them chains that are binding, you know, they don't want to be released. They don't want the person to be set free because they're feeding off of that energy. They're feeding off of that person. They have found a home, and here come your motherfucking healing ass, goddamn, you know. And you don't even know that you're doing that. You're just living, just being. You may not even become have come into the full awareness that that's what you are. That you are a healing energy, or that you may be angelic, an angel of light, so on and so forth. So yeah, they're gonna come after that man shit. Now it's those energies, but also sometimes you know how they say you never miss the well until the well runs dry. Sometimes people don't, you know, they may have a negative energy towards you, maybe even a hateful energy towards you, and usually it's like, fuck, you don't know why, you know. But it's the again those dark negative energies that are feeding off of them. Now, I'm not the dark negative energies. It may not necessarily come from, okay, they did some iron newt and possum soup over there, and they just got involved with some black magic witchcraft to hurt people. No, you know, it can come from trauma. It can come from a myriad of things. Okay, and it's to set up shop. You know, because see, those energies, those negative energies, they want to live too. You understand what I'm saying? They want to live too, so they have found someone and something to feed off of, based off of trauma. Sometimes a person can have trauma and not even really know that they have it. Like I was reading a book one time because I got like LASIK eye surgery, but I've been wearing glasses since I was in the third grade. So I got this book called Take Off Your Glasses and See. And in the book, the doctor was describing when their eyesight went bad. And he asked them what was happening in their life at the time, and inevitably every single person, it was some kind of traumatic event. And some people didn't see it as a traumatic event. You know, this was something. But when you really look at it, that could be a traumatic event. You know, shit, it's a traumatic event being born. I mean, the physical shit of being born, you know, being in somebody's womb, warmth and all of that kind of stuff for like fucking really it's 10 months, but whatever. And thank you for the 4 thumbs up. And then you're born out into this cold atmosphere and all these phases. I mean, that's that's trauma in and of itself. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, inevitably, it was always around something like that. And basically, he was saying that what happened was the person just basically really didn't want to see. You know, they didn't want to see because of that event. So it's like their mind, their eyesight went, bad. Okay, quote unquote bad. Okay. All right. Anyway, so sometimes. Even though you may be that healer, you may be that healing energy. Thank you. Yes, honey. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dean. Yes. Soundtrack of our generation. Absolutely, honey. But anyway, so you may not really, because of the negative energies that are coming at you, as that healing energy. Okay. You may say, you know what, fuck it. I'm out of here. These people are crazy. I'm not about to deal with this bullshit. And then people get mad. And you may, because you're just living in your humanity, you sit up there like, why is this motherfucker mad? What did they expect me to stay around to be beat up by them? Yeah, actually they did. But it's not just that. It's also the healer is gone. The healing energy is gone. Mr. Well to the well run dry. Think about that motherfucker when it's full of water that you just go to every day and drink freely of. And I'm sure that wells aren't always treated with, the shit we see people do. They probably piss and they do all kinds of shit to it. Okay. But when that motherfucker runs dry, then it's like, shit, I need some water, some life-giving water. Okay. You may be the only joy. Okay. Little spot of joy in that whole person's or people's realm. And you may look and think, well, that's no, that can't be true. And, it's the wrong way of thinking of being arrogant. No, let's get past that, these surface level things. Because I know that they tell us in this society that everyone is the same. No, everybody's not the same. Sorry, that's some bullshit. See, these things people are told, and I'm not saying one better than the other either. Those two don't equate. To say everybody's not the same does not equate to better or worse or less than. That doesn't equate. Okay. But see, a lot of things we're told that we take on, these are things some more of these higher forces, okay, and negative forces tell us to control us. So you can understand to an extent, why it's like you look like, and when you come to a place, you realize, I'll say it this way, I can say it this way, these motherfuckers are crazy. But more so, something's wrong. And it's like, yes, but you were sent, or like people say, you chose this path, or maybe you were sent, maybe you were an angel, a starseed, and all these things. Like Jesus, Yeshua was supposed to be, God incarnate in flesh, okay, to do a work. But they say we come here through many mechanisms and whatnot. We finally get here and we totally forget that shit is like wiped clean. Still there, but we don't remember, and we become just like going through the everyday, moments of what living in this realm is supposed to be. And we forget ourselves, we forget who we are. But the energies around us, those negative energies, they see. Because this earth realm, it's some beautiful things here. Beautiful, but it's some very dark and negative, heavy energy here at the same time. And you got to know that there are some kind of rulers and controllers who prefer that, because that is what is thrown at us constantly, so much so to the point where people have become so heavy and burdened with the constant barrage of negative energy that we forget to look at the beauty. And you can become so heavy and weighed down with it that when we see the beauty, it's hard to absorb it, to the place where it can be make us feel just as wonderful and light and enlightened as the dark makes us feel so heavy. You know what I'm saying? This is not why I was getting on here, but it's good. Maybe this is what I needed to talk about. So you can get to a place where even in your anger, because you're going to be angry. Hell, God was angry. There's nothing wrong with anger, but it's what we do with any emotion that we have. So you can get to the place where you look and realize, the need for compassion. They're in need of compassion. Because if a person people constantly throwing negative, it's just like you have to know and understand there's an energy there. They're angry with you. You're gone. The healer is gone. Or maybe they want to take over your light, or they want to snuff out your light. Your healing energy soon. Because, bitch, who are you to come here to this dark realm and heal any goddamn body? Fuck that. We're feeding. Now, so that's kind of really, I'm kind of going to end it there. That's not what I wanted to get on here and talk about at all. But it's like, I get a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is nothing to the extreme as it was. I got texts that I save in my phone that people send me. And I got to the point where I'm like, I never respond. I don't know if they want me to get on YouTube and talk about it because they're watching. I'm not really affected by this. It's nerve-wracking. So why keep doing it? And it's like, well, there's a hope, a wish, a prayer, probably even candle burnings, all kinds of things, Sometimes people may owe energies. Okay, if it's a negative energy in here, bitch, I feel your motherfucking ass. Yeah. I can always feel your motherfucking ass. And you just catch it on the fucking replay, bitch. And I want to talk about forgiveness really quick. I didn't want to. This is not why I got on here. I personally feel like that's a choice. I don't feel like if you don't forgive a person, God gonna send you straight to the pits of hell. I just don't agree with that. Okay, or you're wrong for that. And people say, well, if you don't forgive a person, that means you burdened and carrying it. No, that does not equate. It simply doesn't. You don't have to forgive a person, but that doesn't mean that you have to hold and harbor anything against them either. Like this one bitch I'm talking about, with her creepy ass. Breathe. You know what I'm saying? So it's a choice, I feel. If you want. See, people talk about, but Jesus said forgive 70 times. That's not what he said. The man came to the Christ, the anointed one, and the appointed one, and said, when we forgive, how often should we? And when you do it 70 times 7. Not you must forgive 70 times. No, he asked them when we do it. Now, that's for those who feel as though they want to go by the scriptures from the Bible. Okay, what is called the Holy Bible. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you know what? I can't right now because I'm about to leave, and I have let me think. Let me just hold on real quick. Let me just try. I'm hearing for you specifically. I'm hearing yes. I asked if there was a message for you, and I'm hearing yes. You need to hold on. Okay, I'm hearing it'll work out, and I'm hearing it'll work itself out. I don't know what it is. Okay, but I'm hearing like don't fret, don't worry. I'm feeling like you, whatever the situation is, I get a feeling like you're worrying about it too much, which I understand. Okay, but I'm hearing like don't allow yourself to worry about it so much. Okay, things are going to come together for you. Let me see. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull a card from the Inner Garden Oracle for you. Okay, things are going to come together for you. And I know that's so vague. I'm hearing, but it's true. Okay, stop worrying. And I don't know if you need support. This is from the Inner Garden Oracle. This is what came out. Support. And the stone. I mean, the stone is Apache tears. Your wisdom has kept you far away from danger. Okay, so I feel like use wisdom. Okay, allow yourself to be in a space and place of wisdom, using wisdom. Okay, you're welcome. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. But I'm going to leave in a few minutes because I have to meet someone in about 10 minutes. And I might come back on tonight to really talk about what I want to talk about. But so I'm not saying, and so not forgiving a person, I don't feel like means to be hateful toward that person. But I also kind of feel like if you choose to be, I don't know, people may not be, may have an issue with what I'm about to say, but I don't think that anything is wrong with any emotion. It is what we do with it. You know, sometimes hate, I mean, in a lot of the things that we think and believe, even spiritually so, come from the Bible. You know, and we think it's just spiritual teachings, you know. Thank you once again, Alice. I sure appreciate it. You know, we think that they're just spiritual teachings. You know, apart from that, and a lot of those things are right in the Bible. You know, now I'm not going to say that it originates there. You know, that particular philosophical or religious or whatever you want to call it kind of thought. I'm not going to say it originates there, but it is it because like. When we found with these religions, many of them, as we study them, they kind of are saying the same thing, you know. And we find in a lot of times when we study spiritual teachings, they're all saying the same thing as many of the religions. I'm not talking about the dogmatic aspect of religion or the dogmatic aspect of anything, because anything can become dogmatic. Anything, you know. There are spiritual teachings that people follow that have become dogmatic. If you don't do it this way, blah, 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 this, that, and other. And that becomes a system of control. Okay? So I'm just saying, I feel like, you know, these are choices. You know, I always say, you know, Jesus was on the cross. He didn't say, I forgive them. He said, Father, forgive them. He said about, I forgive them, these motherfuckers. Father, forgive them. They don't know what the hell they're doing. You know. Now I'm not saying he wasn't in the spirit of forgiveness. It just doesn't say that. I'm talking about in the canon that we have. Now maybe if we read some of the other books, the lost books and all of that kind of stuff, maybe it might be in the Apocrypha, maybe in the Quran and whatnot, we can find more about that particular moment in time when he was on the cross, you know, and what his thoughts might have been, or his life after, you know, or even before that moment, you know, because we don't have all of that in the Bible. You know, we don't have all of that time there. Okay, but I just think that that's something to think about and to understand. You know, because the more, it's just like, you know, I had to realize, you know, like I said, I don't respond. I never respond. I don't know what you want me to say. It's been, for some of these people, it's been more than 2 years, 3 years, 4 or 5 years. And some of them continue to do the same thing. You know, I don't know if it's supposed to make me angry, upset, I don't know. But then I realized, I said, well, it's just, you have to realize when a person has gotten to that place, like I said, they may owe somebody, owe something, maybe they was trying to sacrifice some demon or some club, clique, organization, social secret society, so on and so forth. You know, they got to try to fulfill, you know, what it is that they set out there. But I feel as though, other than that, it's like things can take over a person's mind, you know, where they can't stop, even if they wanted to. You know, that it's difficult. And what can lead a person to that space? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the energies, the negative, heavy energies that have been there probably for years. That might have been kind of tame at one point, and then they take over. You know, um, so it's just something to think about. Um, it's just something to think about. Like I said, I was saying all that to lead up to something. And hold on, let me see. I'll wait for it. If I have time, I might come back on tonight. We'll see. I certainly appreciate the donation. I don't get paid from YouTube. I don't even know how YouTube does it. You know how they send you the PIN number or whatever? And for those who are on here, maybe monetized or whatever. Yeah, I did that so long ago. I've never gotten a card in the mail. And if I did, my mail has been compromised by these folks. They might have gotten this shit. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if I'll get what you sent. But I definitely appreciate it. If you ever want to, I'll put my Cash App up. It's TDHP1. If you ever want to donate, because I don't know if I'll ever get it. But those are some things to think about, And even if you can get to a place where I feel like, I'm not going to say you have to forgive it. I'm not saying, I feel like these are spaces and places that a person has to get to within themselves, not be cajoled and intimidated and bullied into feeling like they have to do it or else. That in itself is dogmatic. No. When a person can get to a place of in spirit and after the anger, you know how there are how many stages of grief or whatever, denial and there's stages of these things. And a person can get to the place after the anger and the storm, and it's just kind of like, then you're looking like, I don't get it. And then you realize that there's no choice. It's like, for example, in the story of Jesus, like, supposedly he came to do what he did. That was the reason for him to heal the people, raise dead, to spread the spirit of teachings of love, and go up there and be executed. That was supposedly why he chose to come, so I forgot what I was going to say with that. It'll come back to me. So I'm just saying, like, you get to a spirit after the anger, and you look and you see and more than anything, you come to understand yourself more. You come to understanding yourself. What they say is the greatest thing, know thyself. Come to understanding yourself. Like I said, you may not know you that healer. You may not know you have that healing energy, and all of that. You get to a place of you knowing thyself, and you say, oh, this is why this was happening. Because remember, I said we forget. I'm sure. Because you just thrown in the pack with everybody else. Go to school, get a good job, a home, a family, Okay, that's it, right? Not for everybody. That's not everybody's path. And, to just be like a number. You're a healer. You sent to heal. Like you say, he came to set the captives free. You may be one of those people that came to set the captives free. So there is a level of growth that you yourself, that, we have to get to even, because, we cannot, if we view the world in the same way as everyone else, with the blinders on, how can we really do what it is that we, were sent to do, decided to come to do, volunteered to do? Lord have mercy. You understand what I'm saying? How? Because it's just like everyone else. You're not allowing the healing energy to flow. You got to, understand yourself and the healing that needs to take place within yourself. So then after then knowledge of self, and then when you really look and see, then can come the compassion. And say, oh, these are hurting energies. These are energies that have been forced to do things. Well, I don't know about forced, but chose for whatever reason. Or just maybe they just simply a motherfucker. Sometimes it ain't always about, oh, they've been through trauma, they need him. No, sometimes that's just what they are. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn demon. Okay. Because I feel like us as human beings, we are not robots. There are beings, all kinds of beings roaming around Earth and the greater beyond and all of that kind of stuff. They are able to make their own choices and be their own whoever. So you might meet somebody with motherfucker that it ain't got may not have to do nothing with no goddamn demon. No, that's just who that person is. Period. Okay. For whatever reason. I feel like everything has a place. Everyone has a place. It may not be good. It may not be bad. And then you just it's like, and when I say compassion, I don't mean sympathy, or I don't mean like, oh, let me reach out to them, help them. No. No. Because I feel like unless a person comes to a place within themselves that this, I want to heal this. You know what I'm saying? Something looking in the mirror and whatnot. They just gonna keep beating you over the fucking head. And the closer you get, that's even all the more better for them. You know. There is a scripture talks about, one it says something about, basically they don't accept your words and whatnot to wipe the dust from your feet. We've heard that. There's also one about, when you're sent to be a light in like dark places, basically, and they don't want your fucking light. You might be sent for that, but they have a choice. They don't want your fuck. That's not for a person to say, I'm a healer and everything. I'm arrogant. No, that's some fucking work. That's serious work. Self first. They don't want your fucking light. And it says the best bet for your motherfucking ass to do is leave. Okay. You did your part. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I gotta go. It's 4:00. I have to meet with someone, and maybe I'll come back later on. And thank you for everyone who came. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the donation. And you all have favor. I got readings that I posted. They're coming. Peace.